question time, so let's get into it. Hi, I'm Kieran with Mystic Girl in the City, and I love it when you write me some questions because it gives me some great material. So a good question came in about consciousness wanting to wake up. And so this is a pointer that goes around a lot about consciousness. It's wanting to wake itself up, or is our consciousness driving for enlightenment? Well, it's a pointer. Like many of our teachings, all of the teachers are trying to put words on something that is very wordless. It's very difficult to put words on. So we're doing the best we can, and as Adyashanti likes to say, we're always going to fail. So let me try to put some words on it. Consciousness is not something separate from you. It's not some separate entity with wants and desires and needs. It's you. It's a big aspect of you. It's what's looking out your eyes. It's what's listening to these words, like source is what's here, what it all is. So to say that source is wanting or desiring something or driving towards something is incorrect, because it's like saying love wants to fall in love. It's kind of a phrase. It's not a super precise phrase, because love is good. Love is love. Like, it's not needing itself. It is itself. So love isn't trying to fall in love. Love is not sitting around hoping to like feel love. Like, love is love. Consciousness is consciousness. It's not looking for more. It's not trying to get somewhere. But there is movement in consciousness. There's a natural movement. It's not just totally still, although we can use that word also. But there's a natural movement, and that movement is always towards form and towards life, towards thriving, towards abundance. Like, there's this natural movement where things are always moving into something. We know this movement all the time. We're connected to it. It's a movement of creation. It's how things begin and then start to manifest and unfold. In this moment, I'm creating a video. You're consuming a video. There's a movement of creation here. It's that natural movement inside of all of consciousness. But the desires and wants of, we could say, a spiritual seeker, well, we could just say a human being. Human beings are what is desiring and what is wanting. And those are usually driven from this deeper underlying sense of lack. There are belief systems, there are fear bodies, pain bodies in our system. And that fear is driving this story that we're lacking. We're lacking attention, we're lacking love, we're lacking power, we're lacking abundance or finance. So this fear story that's chronically churning in your system, and I think most of us, if we tune into that, we can see this very low grade level of anxiety, which is fear, playing through the duration of our days. That is cranking out a story of lack and limitation, and that's what's propelling a want or a desire. It's not actually a natural state, it's a state of fear telling stories of lack. So when we do the work and we unravel that fear body, we unravel those pain bodies, and if you need help for that, go read that book, From Fear to Fearlessness, which will be right here on the end of the video. But once we do that work and we get all of the fear and the pain out of our system, so there's no lack propelling us, you're still going to be consciousness. You're still going to be source. So there will still be movement, and that movement will still be towards creation, towards evolution. You'll still be healing. You'll still be evolving. And this is an infinite movement in consciousness. So that's not an end point, it's a beginning point, which is why people are always saying, you know, awakening is really just the beginning, which again is another pointer to say that there's this constant movement towards life in consciousness. It's just not driven from a desire that's fueled by a lack or something that's missing. So that's your answer, or that's my answer to your cue. Send in more questions and I'll be happy to answer them, and I'll see you here next week with some tips and some tools and some answers maybe.